Hey guys, so today I'm replacing rotors and pads on my front wheels. This is a Mazda 3 2012, and first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna jack it up, and I will just show you briefly where you should put your jack. So basically, like all the way down here, there should be little X. I don't know if you can really see it, but there is really like X sign, which is right in here. So guys, once we jack up the car, let's make sure it won't drop. So I'm using these stands. It's jacked on that X mark what I was talking about before, and I will secure the rear wheel as well. So another thing we need to do, we need to take a 7mm Allen key, and I already took these caps off. So there is the one is coming from here, the another one cap is going from this one, right? So underneath is just Allen key, so unscrew it out, and then we have 17mm bolt here and right underneath here. So basically you have 4 bolts, you need to take it off, and then you will take this clamp from the rotor. So now I unscrewed that Allen keys, right? This is one. You can pull it all the way out. It won't be in the way, right? So it looks like this. There is another one right underneath. So I just pull it out. Now we need to take off this this guy. So I'll basically just pry it out, and I'll take it out. Bottom part too, just like that. This is this one, and now we should be able to take this guy off the rotor. So it's better to use a screwdriver. Just pry it out a little bit here. The bottom part too, right? Again, the top here, and now we should be able to take it out. There we go. This is it. I'll just put it on the top. Just don't let it drop. And now let's unscrew these 17mm 2 bolts, one here and one on the bottom, right? That would be it. If you find out the bolt is really rusty and it's really tight, what I like to do when I have a jack, right? When I have a jack, I get a pipe, so I will use it as an extension on that ratchet, and from here you should be able to easily just press it down, right? And easily just untie the screw. Okay, this is really beneficial, and you can use it everywhere, right? Okay. So once you untied all the bolts, now it's easy to take it just with my hand away. So I'll take it away. This is the old pad, the brake pad. It's, you know, it still has, I would say, pretty amount of like a material I could still use, but I decided just to switch my brakes anyway. Especially the rotors are pretty rusty, and when I drive, I feel like little shaking when I brake, right? So I feel like it shakes. So hopefully it's gonna help me, and I will show you what new rotors and pads look like and compare with the old one. Okay, so I will take this guy off, right? It's gonna just slide down. There is the bolt. So I got basically 2 bolts, 2 17mm bolts, then these plastic caps on the top of these, and the brake pad, and that would be pretty much it. So basically now what I need to do is I need to really use mallet or rubber hammer, and I need to really start to banging the rotor to take it out, because this is really like solidified now, and it's just because it's rusty. So I need to take it out. It's gonna take me a couple, I would say at least 5 minutes. You can use WD-40, just squeeze it here, here, here under each bolt, from the other side, even here in the middle, and then you need to just wiggle it out and hammer it out, okay? The other pad is right here, so underneath there are like 3 metals, which is you're gonna basically stick it in. And I will just take this guy off and I will show you how it looks in compare with the new pad, okay? So yeah, this one is already kind of like free to go. So basically what I do, I just hit it here, 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 and I'm just keeping like going all around the rotor. Honestly, yesterday I did the other side and it took me like at least 10 minutes. Now I did a couple bangs and it seems like to be free to go. So now I need to just wiggle it all the way, take it out and clean it underneath, because it's going to be rusty. The thing I would like to show you though is with this clamp, with this piston, because so basically this one was in, right? This one you will put all the way in, and I like to do how to press the piston all the way back. So I use the old pad, right? I'll put it here, and then what I have is like a C-clamp. So basically with the C-clamp, this one, I will just put it on the top of it. So this is the setup: C-clamp, the old pad, piston, and now I need to just screw it all the way in. And what it's gonna do, surprisingly, it's gonna press the piston back in, and it's gonna be free to open for the new pad. Piston is all the way back in, I would say, right? So now I got enough space for new pads. I'll just put it up here by the suspension. I will hold it, and now what I need to do, take the rotor off. But what I noticed here, because you cannot really easily pull it out, so now instead of banging it from the front, you need to bang it from the side, from the back, and then rotate until you get it out, and it'll be pretty easy. It's free to go. So finally it's just easy to pull it. Now you can see it's really rusty, so I would suggest you to use some wire brush to clean it down, all the rust. I will use little anti-seize to put it on, and then I'll show you how to put a new rotor on. So yeah, actually, let's see this one. So this is the old one. I got a new one from Amazon, which has this cool like cooling system, right? So these drilled holes, and now you can even see if it's worn enough, because these guys will tell you exactly if it's worn, right? So once you brush it all the way, then you know obviously you need to replace them, right? So this is the new one, and also the pads, right? So I got these 2 pads here, and if I compare it to the old one, so let's say this is the new one. This is a ceramic pad, and if I put it with this guy, this is the old one, right? So you can see like excessive amount on the new one, right? Much more than the old one. So that's I'm not saying there is still a couple, like there is still thread on it, but even though I decided to replace it anyway, okay, at least you can see it. All right, so I brushed that rust off. I put the anti-seize on. You don't need to really do that. I just need to really brush that rust off. And what I like to do, use this anti-seize, what I said, I put it on. I also put it in all the threads, like thread holes, and on the bolts here too, on the threads, right? Just make sure it's gonna be nicely lubricated and kind of guard from rusting again, right? So now it's time where I can put just the rotor on. So you just need to nicely put it and fit it in the holes there. Okay, so it's on. It's shitty, I gotta buy some stands, whatever, but then always use some brake cleaner, whatever you want. So I like to really just put it all the way on the other side. I already did it, so just for this purpose you'll see it. So clean it up. Now it's good to use at least like these bolts again, but I won't go all the way there. If you have like long ones, it's good to do it. You can kind of screw it in, which in my case really won't help me because this is short ones, right? But whatever, at least you get the idea. If you have long ones, you can screw it there because it won't prevent any move of the rotor. So I put this guy back in, just two 17mm bolts right in back. Now basically I can put, what I like to do, I like to use this guy, the silicone lubrication. I just put it a little bit in here in that slot where the pad is going to be from the other side too. So now I'm free to use a ceramic pad. I'll just slide it in this way so it's nice and tight and it can move easily because of that lubrication. And now I need to put just the other pad, this guy, right into the hole here, right? So basically it was gonna go like this way. You need to just squeeze it in, and then I will put it on the top of it. And all you need to do, if you always doing some like rotor and pad replacement, the first thing you need to do, you need to really put all the fluid back in a circle. So you need to squeeze the pedal, braking pedal, and then with the rotors, especially with the new rotors, you need to go for a test drive, let's call it like that. You need to find a place where you can brake forcefully. You go up to 40-50 kilometers per hour, and you really brake hard, and you want to do it like 5 times. Then you want to let it cool down, and you want to do it like more like 4 more times right after that, right? So you need to make sure. So basically this color is gonna go away. It's gonna be nice and silver, but the point of that is that it needs to be worn, and it needs to be ready for regular braking, right? So it's nice on. The last 2 bolts I got are these 2 Allen keys. For Allen key, 7mm, and then these 2 caps right on, and then I'll snag this guy right here, right in a bolt, like in these holes, and over this edge, right? So it goes right in this hole, and this guy needs to go over here. So finishing up, I screwed all these Allen keys right in here in the back, right? Hopefully it's gonna see one, and on the bottom 2. I'll put these plastic caps, these 2 plastic caps right on top of it, and yeah, I would consider it as a successful replacement of the rotor and the pads. I'll just a little bit clean it up with the brake cleaner more, and then I will just put my my wheel on and yeah, tied it up.